What I'm about to explain sucks. It downright just sucks because it's the reality for most of us. For some reason, we have the tendency to get stuck in cycles of feeling bad and guilty. We question ourselves on whether we're enough and often replay past mistakes in our head and contemplate on negative emotions. Let's explore plausible causes and the underlying psychological factors that cause most of us to get stuck in these cycles of bad feelings and guilt. Pause the video and read through this list. If you have experienced any one of these traumatic experiences, even on a small scale, there's a good chance that it is the root cause for the way you're feeling. Yet it can also be a combination of trauma and other factors that we'll cover next. Cognitive distortion. These are patterns of our thoughts that lead to negative feelings and can continue the cycle of bad feelings and guilt. For example, engaging in all-or-nothing thinking, in which we would think that if something wasn't perfect, then it was a complete failure. Additionally, engaging in personalization, which is where we take personal responsibility for things that are not in our control. But why? Why do we do this? It's definitely not on purpose. Rumination is the act of repeatedly thinking about the same negative thoughts or emotions. This can lead to a greater emphasis on the negative thoughts and make them feel more intense. This is what causes us to feel little, insecure, and unsure about ourselves. Once you identify these cognitive distortions and patterns of rumination while they're occurring, you have to challenge those thoughts and find ways to reframe them in a more positive light. This involves questioning the validity of the thoughts and looking for evidence that contradicts them. For example, if you have the thought, "I'm a failure because I didn't finish a project on time," question this thought by considering the many other accomplishments and successes you have in your life. One failure does not and will not ever dictate someone's whole life. The possibilities for things to change in an instant are far too big and far too great when you make a change in the way you perceive yourself. Notice that mistakes are a natural part of life and that everyone makes them. Start viewing mistakes as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as personal failures. Now, let's talk about breaking the cycle of rumination through a technique called thought stopping. Remember, rumination is when you think about the same thing over and over again. Thought stopping is the act of intentionally interrupting a pattern of rumination by redirecting one's attention to something else, such as a task or an activity. It's like if you're trying to finish a puzzle, but you can't find the right piece and you keep looking for it over and over again. Thought stopping will be taking a break and doing something else so that you come back refreshed. Most times, you'll get out of your head and back to reality. Mindfulness is the act of paying attention to the present moment with an open and non-judgmental attitude. This can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. Practice mindfulness by analyzing parts of your day that you are thankful for. It helps if you are thankful for specific occurrences throughout your day and not just something generic, like your health. It will take some time to get used to looking for what to be thankful for, but once you train your brain enough, it'll get easier, and that gratitude will cause a chain reaction to making you happier. Getting your mind busy with a self-care plan that includes regular body movement, healthy eating, and plenty of sleep can help reduce stress and negative emotions, and ultimately build resilience against future cycles of bad feelings and guilt. If you take the advice from this video, you'll soon begin to notice a shift in your perspective. You'll limit the amount of times you get stuck in cycles of bad feelings and guilt and eventually break that habit. I know this because it worked for me. Good luck.